Let's keep it all the way real. Everybody says they want to change until it demands silence. Everybody say they want greatness until it costs sleep, comfort, and validation. Everybody wants results, but only a few can handle the responsibility that comes with that. It's easy to post motivation. It's easy to say, I'm locked in. But when it's dark and the energy dries up, when nobody is validating you, that's when the truth shows. Most people don't fail because they're weak. They fail because they keep making deals with their excuses, which should be non-negotiable. You got to operate off of discipline if you want to make this transition. And that's not how God works. When he gives you vision, he also gives you resistance, because pressure is the only thing that separates desires from decisions. Ask yourself right now, how bad do you really want it? Not when it's trending, not when people are watching, but when it's lonely, when the rent's due, when people you love don't even believe in your dreams anymore. That's when character shows up. Grit ain't about hype. It's about holding your composure when everything in you wants to quit. It's about keeping your promise to yourself when nobody's checking on you. It's doing what you said you do after making a decision. That's hunger. That's execution. That's the part nobody sees. Discipline isn't about being perfect. It's about being programmed. Your brain's wired to chase comfort. That's just biology. But self-mastery starts when you stop letting your impulses run your life. You ever notice how easy it is to just say you're tired? That's because your brain associates effort with danger. It thinks work is a threat to survive. That's why most people never build momentum. They just listen to that voice that's not designed to help them. But here's the twist. Hunger reprograms that voice. When you're absolutely obsessed with becoming who you're meant to be, your mind will adapt. It starts craving challenges instead of comfort. It starts finding peace in the progress, not in temporary pleasure. Your grind becomes your baseline, and discipline becomes second nature. Everybody loves talking about success. Few people talk about the quiet hours it takes to build it, though. Those 4 a.m. mornings when your body is telling you to stay in bed, that cold shower when your mind tells you not today, that book you pick up instead of scrolling on your phone. That's where the war is fought. Not in public, but in the privacy of your routine and your actions. If you can't master the moments that nobody sees, you'll never control the ones everybody does see. Because success doesn't show up randomly. It responds to the rhythm you establish. When you tell God you're ready for more, he doesn't hand you blessings. He hands you responsibility. He gives you people to lead, pressure to carry, and silence to sit in. And if you can't handle that silence, then you're not built for the mission. That's why solitude is so sacred. Isolation teaches you who you are without anybody cheering you on. And you stop putting on performances and you get real with yourself. You don't need consistent feedback. You don't need somebody being a cheerleader in your corner. But the ones who win, they know this. They develop an internal scoreboard without anybody saying a word, without anybody noticing. It's called self-awareness. That's the science of discipline. Ralph Waldo Emerson once said in his book, "The world makes way for the man who knows where he is going." He wasn't talking about arrogance. He was talking about alignment. When you know where you're going, energy organizes itself around you. Places, opportunities start rearranging, but the moment you lose clarity, confusion fills the void. That's why discipline matters, because discipline keeps your signal clear when life gets loud. It keeps your frequency clean so you can hear God's instructions over your insecurities. That little voice telling you can't do it, that fake vibration, that you can't cheat your way to success and progress voice in your head. You got to cancel all that out, man. Stop lying to yourself and get real. Know where you want to be and start moving in that direction. Wallace D. Watto said in The Science of Getting Rich, you must give every man more value for his use than he gives you in cash value. That's law. That's divine circulation. You don't win by chasing. You win by creating. Most men fail because they try to compete instead of create and contribute. They watch everybody else, what they doing, instead of minding their business, staying in their own lane. Creation attracts, competition distracts, and it makes you weak. That's the science behind abundance and the backbone of real grit. Faith without discipline is just wishful thinking. You can't pray for open doors while ignoring having the keys in your hand. You can't ask for blessings when you still neglect the basics. John 2:17 even says, faith without works is dead. I'll say that time and time again until y'all get it. Prayer may be the ignition, but execution is the motion and discipline is the momentum. If you're serious about your calling, you'll stop treating effort like it's an option. Because every seed you plant in discipline eventually bears fruit in destiny. Every page you read, every set you push through, every late night note you write, it all starts to compound. The invisible eventually becomes visible when your consistency finally catches up to your potential. You ever wonder why some men make it and some don't? It ain't talent. It ain't luck. It's mental endurance. Discipline makes you dangerous because it removes emotion from execution. You stop waiting to feel like it. You just move on it. You operate off principle, not pressure and emotions. That's what separates warriors from people that stress out. Because the moment you stop depending on motivation, you become unstoppable. Motivation is just a spark. Discipline is the actual engine. Faith is the driver. Put them together and you can't lose. God always hides his best men before he reveals them to the world. He strips all the noise away by cutting the crowd and put you in a season where it's just you and him. That's where the real construction happens. That's where patience and purpose meet. And I know it's not glamorous. It doesn't feel good. It's not social. It's not fun watching everybody else have fun, win while you're still building in silence. But remember this, every great man had a season where he was looked over and forgotten. And that season is what made him the man he is today. Because what God builds in private, he displays in power. Your time is coming. You want to know who's serious? Check their patterns. They wake up early without posting it. They sacrifice comfort without explaining it. They plan 10 steps ahead while everyone else is debating on their first step. Their actions are louder than their words because silence is their strategy. Consistency don't need attention. Results, they're an advertisement all by itself. Let's pause for a second. Look at where you're standing right now. You've survived every version of I can't. You've overcome all of the it's overs in life. which means God is not done with you yet. So stop treating survival like the finish line. Start treating it like a foundation. You're not behind. You're being refined. This chapter is all about precision, not punishment. Every trial is training. Every delay is discipline in disguise. Emerson also said, do not go where the path leads. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail. That's the code. That's what separates leaders from followers. Don't chase trends, footsteps. Create footprints. Don't chase validation, chase evolution. When you commit to growth, you stop comparing and start constructing, because greatness is a solo journey. It ain't time to celebrate, it's time to grind. Wallace D. Wattles said, form a clear and definite picture of what you want. That's not imagination, that's intention. That's prayer turned into strategy. When the vision becomes clear, hesitation can't survive in that atmosphere. When you get so locked in and you do away with all distractions, disrespect, and go silent and stop defending your focus, that's when you're ready. That's when you're aligned. Purpose makes you private. Discipline makes you selective. Peace makes you disappear from rooms you no longer belong in that match your frequency. That's not ego. That's evolution. The same people who once questioned your silence will soon study your results. Mark my word on that. So my question to you is simple. How bad do you want it? Bad enough to be uncomfortable? Bad enough to outgrow the version of yourself that doesn't play big enough? Bad enough to lose sleep, friends, and habits that dilute your destiny? Because the truth is, you can dream all you want, but if you don't start taking action, you ain't going nowhere. You can pray all day, but without action, ain't nothing cracking. Get your strategy, start being consistent and make it happen. That's the only question that makes sense, and I'm asking you tonight, are you ready to do these things? Because the answer is not in your mouth, it's in your movement. And if you're serious, you won't have to say a word, because your results will handle the conversation and answer the question for you. Before you knock out and go to bed tonight, I want you just to open your journal and write one question at the top of the page. What excuses am I still entertaining that are keeping me average? Then answer it honestly. No filters. Let the page expose what you need to work on. That's where growth begins. Proverbs 14:23 says clearly, work brings profit, but mere talk leads to poverty. Stop talking. Start producing. It's that simple. If this message hit your spirit, don't just agree, apply it. Leave me a comment. If you're done talking about it and you're ready to start being about it and walking in your purpose, handle that. Grab the Science of Getting Rich or one of my journals down in the description, man, and start your own journey. I'm just here to encourage you. Read what I read. Build how I build, and keep walking in silence until the results speak for you. Until then, all gas, no brakes. Lock in. Peace.